All right, let's take a look at input and output charts. The first one is just filling them in. It's pretty straightforward. What we're looking at is to substitute these values, the input, into the rule that's up there. And so what we're looking at is, in this case, they say 2, and so that's going to be the end. So really they're saying 2 plus 5, well, that equals 7. So there's the output. Now they're saying, okay, let's take a look and say it's 3. Let's put 3 in there. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Move that out of there. Now let's put 4 in there. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 7, 8. It's 9. You can start seeing that there's a pattern. 7, 8, 9. Input charts always have a pattern. Same thing here. Let's throw 3 into that question. So what is 3 times 3? That's 9 minus 2 is 7. All right, let's try that with 6. Okay, so if I tried that with 6, putting that in, that's going to be 3 times 6, which is 18, minus 2 is 16. All right, let's try that with 9. 3 times 9 is 27, minus 2 is 25. And you might notice that it's creating a pattern there. It's going up every time by 9. So next one is 34 and 45. Right, you're always going to notice the pattern. And this one, it was going up by 1. Okay, so that's how you complete an input chart when you have inputs. So lots of times, though, they are going to want us to determine what the rule is, or what the relationship is. So here, this is what we're looking at. What I said is figure out what both the input and output columns are going up by. So in this case, going up by 2 on the outputs, and these are going up by 1. Those look like K's actually, but going up by 1. 3 to 4, going up by 1. Okay, so there's a pattern. Inputs are going up by 1, the outputs are going up by 2. The next thing says, and it gets a little wordy in here, it's saying the coefficient of the relation will be the output column pattern increase divided by the input column increase. And so what really they're just saying is take the input or the output and divide it by the input. And that to me means that I'm going to have a rule of 2x and then something, and I'm not sure what that something is. So what I do is I substitute the value in. And so I'm going, let's try 2 here. 2 times 2 is 4. How did I get to 7? I added on 3. You try it again, and we'll try the 3 now. 2 times 3 is 6. How did it get to 9? Yes, it was add 3. So that rule does works, right? Again, let's take a look, and this is going up by 10 every time. This is going up by 1 again. So again, if I did this whole 10 divided by 1, but you'll see that, of course, it's just 10. So I know that this is going to be 10x, and I just don't know if it's plus something or minus something. So when I try it, I go 10 times 3 is 30. Now how does 30 become 14? I need to subtract off 16. If I try it again with the 4, 4 times 10 is 40. I subtract off 16, it is 24. 5 times 10 is 50. If I subtract off 16, yes, it is 34. So the relationship is 10x, and then I have to make sure that I minus 16. I have to do this one because this is where it gets this whole idea of dividing the two. Because lots of times you're like, you look here and it's like, oh, it's 10, so it's 10x. Here it's going up by 2, so yeah, it was 2x. However, when this input is going up by not 1, so here it's going up by 2, and this is ending up going up by 6, what you have to do is, this is the important part, output divided by the input increase, 6 divided by 2 is 3, so really I'm going 3x. And so now I tried, 3 times 2 is 6. How does 6 become 17? I need to add 11. So I see if that works for all of them. Try the 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 11, yes, it's 23. Try 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 11 is 29. And so it does work. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. The key is figure out what they're going up by. Often, if they're going up by 1s, yes, you can just say it's going up by 2s, the outputs. So yes, it is going to be 2x. However, in the case where you end up having, okay, going up by 6, going up by 6, you think that it's going to be 6x, but because this is going up by 2s, 6 divided by 2 is 3, it's actually a rule of 3x, and then I have to figure out what is being added or subtracted to get my output. Okay, hopefully that makes a little sense to you. That's about it.